Gentlemen, what if I told you that the olive oil sitting in your kitchen right now could become one of the most powerful natural testosterone boosters you have ever used? But only if you mix it with one specific ingredient before bed. No prescriptions, no risky side effects, no expensive treatments, just a simple combination that takes less than 2 minutes to prepare and works while you sleep. I am Dr. Sophie Clark, a urologist who has spent over a decade helping men reclaim their strength, vitality, and confidence. And tonight, I'm going to show you exactly what to mix with olive oil, why it works so powerfully for men over 50, and how to use it for maximum results. By the end of this, you will understand why this bedtime ritual has helped so many of my patients wake up feeling stronger, sharper, and more alive than they have in years. Stay with me because the science behind this is as fascinating as the results are real. Before I reveal the ingredient, let me tell you why testosterone matters so much, especially after 50. Testosterone is not just about sex drive or performance in the bedroom. It is the hormone that determines whether you wake up with energy or exhaustion. It controls whether your muscles stay firm or start to shrink. It decides whether your belly stays flat or begins to expand. It even affects your mood, your mental clarity, and your ability to feel motivated about life. When testosterone is strong, you feel strong. You think clearly, you move confidently, you sleep deeply, and yes, your desire and performance return naturally without effort or worry. But after the age of 50, testosterone begins to decline at a rate of about 1 to 2% every single year. For some men, the drop is even steeper due to stress, poor sleep, weight gain, or chronic inflammation. And when testosterone falls, everything else follows. You start feeling tired for no reason. Your muscles feel softer. Your belly grows despite eating less, your erections become weaker or harder to maintain, and worst of all, you start to feel like a shadow of the man you used to be. But here is what most doctors will not tell you. This decline is not set in stone. Your body still has the ability to produce testosterone naturally if you give it the right support. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is by using olive oil combined with the right ingredient at the right time of day. Let me start by explaining why olive oil is so important. Extra virgin olive oil, the real kind that is cold-pressed and unrefined, is one of the healthiest fats on the planet. It has been used for thousands of years in Mediterranean cultures, not just for cooking, but for health, longevity, and vitality. And modern research is now proving what traditional medicine has always known. Olive oil is loaded with monounsaturated fats, the good kind of fat that your body uses to produce testosterone. You see, testosterone is actually made from cholesterol, and the type of fat you eat determines whether your body has the right raw materials to build this vital hormone. When you consume healthy fats like those in olive oil, you are giving your body the fuel it needs to make more testosterone naturally. But that is not all. Olive oil is also rich in polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that reduce inflammation throughout your body. Why does that matter? Because inflammation in the testicles can damage the Leydig cells, the very cells responsible for producing testosterone. By lowering inflammation, olive oil protects these cells and keeps them working at their best. There is more. Studies have shown that men who consume olive oil regularly have higher levels of both testosterone and luteinizing hormone. Luteinizing hormone is like a messenger that tells your body to start making testosterone in the first place. Think of it as the spark that lights the fire. Olive oil keeps that spark strong and steady. Now, here is where it gets even better. When you combine olive oil with one specific ingredient before bed, you create a synergy that amplifies testosterone production while you sleep. That ingredient is raw honey, and before you dismiss this as too simple or too sweet, let me explain why raw honey is one of the most powerful natural testosterone boosters available to men over 50. Raw honey is not the same as the processed honey you find in plastic bottles at the grocery store. Real raw honey is thick, golden, unfiltered, and still contains all of its natural enzymes, vitamins, and minerals. It is loaded with boron, a trace mineral that has been shown in multiple studies to increase free testosterone levels significantly. Boron works by reducing the amount of a protein called sex hormone binding globulin, or SHBG. This protein binds to testosterone in your bloodstream and makes it unavailable for use. The more SHBG you have, the less testosterone your body can actually use. Boron lowers SHBG, which means more of your testosterone stays free and active, ready to fuel your energy, strength, and desire. In one study, men who took just 6 mg of boron daily for 1 week saw their free testosterone increase by nearly 30%. That is a massive boost, and it came from a mineral that is naturally present in raw honey. But boron is not the only reason honey works so well. Raw honey also contains B vitamins, especially B6, which is essential for testosterone production. It provides natural sugars that fuel your body without spiking insulin the way refined sugar does. And it contains antioxidants that protect your cells from oxidative stress, one of the hidden factors that suppresses testosterone as you age. When you take honey before bed, something remarkable happens. The natural sugars in honey provide a slow, steady release of glucose throughout the night. This prevents your blood sugar from crashing while you sleep, which is important because low blood sugar triggers cortisol, the stress hormone that directly opposes testosterone. By keeping your blood sugar stable, honey keeps cortisol low, which allows testosterone to rise naturally during the night. And here is the key. Testosterone production peaks while you sleep. Your body does most of its hormone production during deep sleep, especially in the early morning hours. If you go to bed without the right fuel, your body cannot produce testosterone efficiently. But when you take olive oil and honey before bed, you are giving your body both the building blocks it needs, the healthy fats from olive oil and the supportive nutrients from honey to maximize testosterone production overnight. Now let me show you exactly how to prepare and use this mixture for the best results. Start with 1 tsp of high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Make sure it is cold-pressed and organic if possible. This ensures you are getting all the natural compounds and healthy fats without any chemical processing. Next, add 1 teaspoon of raw unfiltered honey. Look for honey that is thick, cloudy, and labeled as raw. If you can find local honey from a farmer's market or health food store, even better. Mix the two together in a small glass or cup until they blend into a smooth golden mixture. You can take it directly as a quick shot, or if you prefer, you can drizzle it over a piece of whole grain bread or stir it into a cup of warm herbal tea. The important thing is to take it about 30 minutes before you go to bed. This timing is critical because it allows the nutrients to enter your bloodstream and begin working just as your body starts its natural hormone production cycle during sleep. When you do this consistently night after night, your body begins to respond. The healthy fats from the olive oil provide the raw materials your body needs to produce testosterone. The boron and B vitamins from the honey support the production process and keep your free testosterone levels high. The antioxidants protect your hormone-producing cells from damage, and the stable blood sugar keeps cortisol low, giving testosterone the space it needs to rise naturally. Over the course of a few weeks, many men begin to notice real changes. Energy levels improve, morning erections return. Desire becomes stronger and more natural, muscle tone begins to firm up, mental clarity sharpens, and that quiet sense of strength and confidence that had been slipping away starts to come back. This is not a quick trick or a temporary boost. This is a natural reset that works with your body, not against it. But let me give you a few more tips to make this even more effective. First, consistency is everything. Your body needs time to adapt and rebuild. Take this mixture every night for at least 30 days before you judge the results. Most men start noticing subtle changes within 2 weeks, but the full benefits build over time. Second, support this habit with good sleep. Testosterone production depends on deep, restful sleep. If you are not sleeping well, your body cannot produce hormones efficiently no matter what you eat or drink. Make your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet. Avoid screens for at least an hour before bed, and consider adding magnesium-rich foods like almonds, spinach, or dark chocolate to your evening routine. Magnesium helps calm your nervous system and improves sleep quality, which directly supports testosterone production. Third, stay active during the day. You do not need to spend hours at the gym, but regular movement, especially strength training or even brisk walking, signals your body to keep producing testosterone. When you combine daily movement with the olive oil and honey mixture at night, the effects multiply. Now let me address a few common questions. Some men ask if they can use regular honey instead of raw honey. The answer is no. Processed honey has been heated and filtered, which destroys most of the boron, enzymes, and antioxidants that make it effective. You must use raw, unfiltered honey to get the testosterone boosting benefits. Others ask if they can take more than 1 teaspoon of honey. I recommend sticking to 1 teaspoon because too much sugar, even natural sugar, can spike insulin and work against your goals. The combination of 1 tablespoon of olive oil and 1 teaspoon of raw honey is the perfect balance for most men. Some men also wonder if this mixture will make them gain weight. The answer is no. As long as you are not overeating during the day, the small amount of healthy fat and natural sugar in this mixture actually supports metabolism and hormone production. It does not cause weight gain when used as part of a balanced diet. Now, before we finish, let me share a few bonus ingredients you can add to this mixture if you want to take it even further. If you are dealing with chronic inflammation or joint pain, add a small pinch of turmeric along with a tiny dash of black pepper. The black pepper helps your body absorb the curcumin in turmeric, which is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds in nature. Lowering inflammation not only protects your testosterone-producing cells, it also improves blood flow, reduces joint pain, and supports overall vitality. If you want an extra circulation boost, add a /4 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Ginger has been shown in studies to increase testosterone levels by improving blood flow to the testicles and reducing oxidative stress. It also helps with digestion and calms the stomach, making it a perfect addition to your bedtime routine. If you are concerned about prostate health, add a small handful of crushed pumpkin seeds to your evening snack. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc, a mineral that is absolutely essential for testosterone production and prostate health. Many men over 50 are deficient in zinc without even knowing it, and this deficiency can suppress testosterone and weaken sexual function. Adding zinc-rich foods to your diet can make a noticeable difference. Let me also remind you about hydration. Erections, energy, and hormone production all depend on proper fluid balance. If you are dehydrated, your blood becomes thick and sluggish, which makes it harder for nutrients to reach your cells and for testosterone to circulate effectively. Drink plenty of water throughout the day and limit alcohol, especially in the evening. Alcohol disrupts sleep, suppresses testosterone, and interferes with the very hormones you are trying to boost. If you drink, keep it moderate and avoid it close to bedtime. Finally, manage your stress. Chronic stress is one of the biggest testosterone killers for men over 50. When you are stressed, your body produces cortisol, and cortisol directly blocks testosterone production. The more cortisol you have, the less testosterone your body can make. That is why stress management is just as important as nutrition. Find ways to relax every day. It could be deep breathing, a short walk, stretching, meditation, or simply sitting in silence for a few minutes. Even small moments of calm can lower cortisol and give your testosterone the space it needs to rise. Gentlemen, boosting testosterone naturally is not about chasing youth or trying to be someone you are not. It is about honoring the man you are now and giving your body the support it needs to function at its best. Your body still has the ability to produce testosterone, build strength, and perform with confidence. It just needs the right fuel, the right care, and the right environment. Olive oil and raw honey before bed is one of the simplest, most effective, and most affordable ways to support your hormones naturally. It takes less than 2 minutes to prepare, it costs almost nothing, and when done consistently, it can create real lasting changes in your energy, desire, and overall vitality. So here is my challenge for you. Starting tonight, mix 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil with 1 teaspoon of raw honey and take it 30 minutes before bed. Do this every single night for the next 30 days. Pair it with good sleep, daily movement, and a few moments of stress relief. Give your body a full month of consistent support, and I promise you will feel the difference. Your energy will rise. Your confidence will return, and your performance both in and out of the bedroom will feel stronger and more natural than it has in years. This is Dr. Sophie Clark wishing you health, strength, and vitality at every stage of life. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who needs this information. Together, we can help more men discover that age does not have to mean the end of strength, passion, or confidence. It can be the beginning of something even